Welcome to the special edition of PD Talk. Today we are joined by Professor Huang Renwei. Huang is the Executive Vice Dean of Fudan Institute of Belt and Road and Global Governance. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you.
Chinese President Xi Jinping just addressed a symposium on BRI development and stressed comprehensively promoting high-quality Belt and Road cooperation. Over the past decade, we know that Belt and Road cooperation has delivered tangible gains for participating countries. So what significance does the Belt and Road Initiative have for China, which launched the initiative?
Okay. Belt and Road Initiative started 10 years ago. Now we are moving to the second decade, and this is the first year of the second decade. If we look back, see the last 10 years, China cooperated with the countries, so-called co-construction countries, 共建国家.
Yeah.
So these countries welcomed the Chinese investment, big projects, and industrial chains moved to these countries. And it also gave China great opportunity to upgrade its structure of industries. And we have large market with this country. Averagely, the trade between China and the co-construction country, the growth rate much higher than the average of the world trade. And also, during the COVID-19, 3 years of the COVID-19, our trade with the Western countries almost stagnant. But with the Belt and Road countries, the growth moved to 5 to 10% annually. This is one thing. And also, we can see the big projects like highways, railroad, and electric power station, and bridges and harbors. These projects give China connection with those countries. Also, between the construction countries, we can see their infrastructure have been moved to a higher grade, higher stage than before. So now we have like Pakistan corridor, China-Pakistan corridor,
right.
China law railroad,
yes.
and the high-speed railroad in Indonesia,
right.
Bandung to Jakarta.
Right.
So these projects moved a great deal and give local people more convenient for their communication and connection. So China also learned how to build infrastructure in the global South countries. And also, with this investment and trade, renminbi now flew to those countries. It's more internationalized than before. Also, we worked together with Middle East countries, which export great amount of oil and gas to China. And other countries export the mineral material to China. So China now is one of the largest largest import country in the world. So now we have two ways: export and import, and the investment from outside and the investment from China to outside. So this is the two ways of movement of capital and commodities. These are very good for China's economy and social structure. I think with Belt and Road Initiative, we can see a new structure of world market is emerging. Not only based on US market or European market, but more and more based on developing global South market.
Right. So with this initiative, China has strengthened our economic links with the world, has further opened our economy.
Yeah.
The Belt and Road Corporation has progressed from sketching the outline to filling in the details.
Yeah.
So what are the most promising areas for promoting high-quality Belt and Road Corporation in the future? And what are the innovative ways to achieve that?
Originally, the Belt and Road Initiative mostly focused on traditional infrastructure and traditional manufacture industries. But in next 10 years, we still will have these traditional projects, but the new projects will focus on 3 new parts. The one is digital Silk Road. That means we will do e-commerce with all the countries along Belt and Road. The e-commerce is growing so fast, it will be bigger. And also green Silk Road. That means clean energy and low carbon economy. So the new energy which built by Chinese companies now more and more in this Belt and Road country. And also we will see called health Silk Road. We will build the public health infrastructure for those people, for the countries along Silk Road. And we are going to build more than 1,000 projects named Small but Beautiful, small but beautiful projects, more than 1,000 of them, to the kind of those education, medicine, tourist, environmental protection, and the period of construction will be shorter, and will be more benefit for the local people. So we will still do the big projects, but more and more related with people's welfare, with local people's life.
Yeah, and with these projects, we are also addressing the pressing challenges of our time, like healthcare and green transition and digital infrastructure.
Yeah, digital infrastructure, including 5G communication infrastructure.
Yes.
And also the satellites with the Beidou satellites for the people transportation and the logistic. And we can see also a big construction of railroad in Southeast Asia, from Laos to Thailand, Malaysia, and to Singapore.
Right.
And the new plan for Vietnam and Myanmar also will be realized in next 10 years. So the network of transportation in Southeast Asia will be completed very so convenient for Southeast Asia.
With the rise of the Global South, how will BRI affect China's national development strategy and the international landscape in the future?
You see, the U.S. It has its global strategy based on geopolitics, but the Belt and Road is not geopolitical strategy. It is geoeconomy. With the regional cooperation regime, regional development projects. So development is the core concept of Belt and Road. We don't want to be politicalized with these projects. So the people in the Belt and Road countries, they can find all the projects will give them more conditions for long-term development. The global south now is growing faster than the Western countries. And the global south is, you see, with Belt and Road, global south, they are getting together closer and closer. And the BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, all related with Belt and Road.
Right.
Yeah. So, and also the free trade zone between China and Southeast Asia, FTA. So we can see the global governance now is being realized partly based on the regional governance regime mechanism. So first stage, the Belt and Road with the construction of infrastructure and productive chains and logistic chains. And the second, the free trade zone and other economic cooperation regimes. And the third is the regional organizations. So one step after another, we can see the regional framework of governance is going to be built up.
So how do you think of China's role in promoting the reform of global governance?
We are doing the new construction, new build-up of global governance by gradualist way, not doing it in a short term, but long period of transition. Firstly, we still keep this traditional system working.
Yeah.
We cannot overthrow it overnight. Yes. But there are a lot of irrational, unreasonable rules and regimes laid by the US and the Western countries. So we should have some reform on it. And some new areas, new fields now emerging, like a digital governance, like climate change. These are new areas. No older regime of governance before. So we should build up new regimes and new rules. So keep older ones still working, reform it based on the necessary change, and new regimes should be set up for the long-term development. So 3 parts.
And China is playing like a constructive role in
not only criticize older regime, but initiate new regimes. And we are the factor of construction and stabilization.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time and answers. We really appreciate your insights.
Thank you.
Thank you.